So Jim Clyburn, who's the guy who saved Biden's backside in South Carolina, he's the House whip. He is the third most powerful Democrat in the House, and a really clever, smart politician. I mean, he is a guy who really knows the territory. He's basically saying, we have got to get this guy off TV before he hurts himself. We've got to stop the primaries right now. Here's the first Clyburn cut.
I think when the night is over, Joe Biden will be the prohibitive favorite to win the Democratic nomination. And quite frankly, if the night ends the way it has begun, then I think it is time for us to shut this primary down. It's time for us to cancel the rest of these debates because you don't do anything but get yourself in trouble if you continue this contest when it's obvious that the numbers will not shake out for you.
So he's saying you can only get yourself in trouble. He doesn't want the guy talking. He doesn't want him on TV. He goes back, he talks, like I said, he's a very smart politician, and he goes back to Dukakis, Mike Dukakis, and the Willie Horton ad, which they always said, it was this ad that was concocted by the Republicans. But he points out it actually came out, the Willie Horton issue actually came up in a Democrat primary debate, I think with Al Gore, possibly, but it came out in a Democrat primary debate, and then the Republicans used it against him. So he's saying basically that anybody can get himself in trouble, but we all know that nobody wants to see Joe Biden on television anymore. James Carville, who was celebrating last night, who was thrilled as he could possibly be, he said basically the same thing.
We got to acknowledge that he created a movement. He did some truly remarkable things in American politics, and certainly Vice President Biden. We've got to talk to him and discuss this. But we can't diss these Democratic voters who are just coming out in every corner of this country saying, let's get on with this thing. Now, our mission as a party is to defeat Donald Trump. According to 538, there's a 99-1 chance that Vice President Biden is going to be the nominee. Let's shut this puppy down and let's move on and worry about November. This thing is decided. There's no reason to keep it going, not even a day longer.
He's in a hurry. He's in a hurry to get out of there. Of course, he forgot that 538 also predicted 99-1 chance that Hillary Clinton would be president. But still, it does look bad, and it is a point at some point if Bernie Sanders is sincere about stopping Donald Trump, he's got to see how many of his Bernie bros he can get to come over, because this is a real blow for them. They didn't turn out, the young people didn't turn out to vote, so they clearly weren't as committed as they pretended to be. But those people who did turn out to vote, and there were actually Bernie bros. It was young men who turned out to vote for him. And so they're going to be, alienated from the Democrat Party now. They're not going to be in a big hurry to turn up for somebody as bland and as deteriorating as Joe Biden. Without those votes, without the left enthused, the Democrats are going to have a much, much harder time. But they do have this determined coalition, and Trump better watch them coming, because they will be strong. I hope you enjoyed that clip from The Andrew Klavan Show. If you did, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you stay up to date on all our future content.